bubble shows little sign of bursting. They created chances aplenty against rapidly improving Hull. Roger Willis's header was the first to test either of the keepers. And Paul Musselwhite's opposite number, Mike Pollitt, was seen in action himself. A free kick eventually breaking to Mike Edwards, whose shot almost squirmed its way past Pollitt. It was a pretty entertaining game at that stage, but for a second successive home game, violence erupted as Hull fans attempted to invade the Compton Street terraces midway through the first half. Stewards and police intervened as the referee was forced to halt play for nearly 5 minutes. Once order had been restored, it was back to the right kind of action. Steve Payne's header was tipped over. The Spiroites ended the half on top, but Gary Bravin's drive showed that the Tigers still had enough bite to pose a threat to Mike Pollitt's goal. After the break, it was more of the same. Chesterfield with the lion's share of the possession, the Tigers ready to counter-attack. And one such raid began with Musselwhite's superb throw, Clint Marcel's pace down the left, and Theodore Whitmore was so close to capping off with another of his wonder goals. Spiroites striker Luke Beckett is not only finding his feet but also the net more often after his move from Chester, and he'll have wished he could have been on the end of his own cross, which Willis could only stab behind. Now, Beckett had earned a point for his team by scoring equalisers in both of the previous 2 games, but this time he clinched all 3. The blonde-haired Spiroite was involved in the move that saw him scoring the winner from 15 yards out for his 8th goal of the season. The right kind of crowd scenes then. Hull's defences at last breached, and the boss knew patience would eventually pay off.
Like I said to him at half-time, you know, I felt that we had too much for him, and if we could just continue doing what we're good at, get the ball down and passing it, that we'd win the game, and we did.
Once they'd scored one, I thought the game was won then. I mean, we didn't really have any chances after that, and yet it was a good game for both sides. I think we're making progress, and they're obviously looking like the team that might win the division.